I'm Leah Orleens, and we are talking with Dr. Todd about Mystify Magic Festival.
I'd like to pivot and talk about the Mystify Magic Festival. And remember that I never been to a magic festival. I do not know what to expect. So I don't know what a regular one is versus Mystify. So treat me like I'm a toddler. And if you could take me through the process.
Yeah, that's really great because this is a very exciting opportunity to discuss this from this angle, because we are expecting to have one of the largest percentages of our attendees to be people who've never attended a magic festival before, or magic convention, which was intentional. That was a goal. Mm-hmm. And we found that it's kind of time to get a new generation of people in. And that doesn't necessarily mean younger. It just means new. It's people that haven't been to conventions before. Conventions have kind of become old boys clubs. A lot of them have worked hard to change that, and they are working hard to incorporate more diversity in their lineups. And to give credit where credit's due, it's working. But I think it needs to work faster. And I think it also, it's hard to change things that are functional already. And these large organizations like the IBM, the SAM, the conventions that have been going on for a very long time, it's hard to change their systems. I totally get it, because the conventions are complicated. They're hard to run. And they're run by mostly middle-aged white men, And so there's a perspective that they have. Even if they're progressive and they want to see change, there's a perspective they have. And there's also a expectation of their attendees. If they look at their demographics already, their email list of people that could possibly come to the convention is probably 85% middle-aged white men. I would not be surprised. Maybe 65%, 65 to 85%.
And I would guess at least that.
Right. So starting at that, you want to make those people happy. You want to give them something that they want. So it was really difficult for me to think, okay, I want to go into these already established systems and try to change everything. And I was like, that sounds like a lot of work. It sounds like less work for me just to start my own, which I don't know if it's less, but it is my path, and I get to now do it.
Yeah. What inspired you to want to do a magical festival in the first place? Just because there isn't one?
Yes. I attended a very large magic convention, and that I've attended for many years, and it's a huge convention. And at the end, the closing party, I was sitting next to some of my friends. And if you go to a magic convention, like any convention, you're up all night. You are partying with friends. You are seeing tricks. You are jamming. You are sessioning. You are talking to people you've never met before. You are hanging out with friends you've known for years. It is a party. It's a 3 to 5 to 7 day party. And so last night, it was the final night. I was zoinked, exhausted, as we all were, running on energy drinks and sheer will and hotel casino fumes, and I turned to my friend and I was like, yo, we are at one of the biggest magic conventions in the country, and I didn't see a single woman on stage.
Wow.
This entire time. And there was a few women on stage that presented or hosted, but nobody doing magic. I was like, this is bullshit. That was 2 years ago. It was a year and a half ago. I was like, what? And I was so fed up. And I was frustrated because I have so many friends who are such talented female magicians. And so many friends who are just talented magicians, and they're weird and different, And I was like, all we saw was the same breed of stuff. And it was a great convention. I had a great time. I saw amazing things. But I was like, where's people that look like me? Where's, if I was a young girl coming to this, I would not feel inspired. I would not feel encouraged to keep going. It's all about what we call creating a possibility model.
Amazing.
And that means that you are more likely to do something if you see someone that looks like you succeeding in that thing.
Oh.
Period.
Okay.
In any industry, in any concept. And as a leader of a space, you want to create a possibility model. That's how we get more different people doing things. And so when all the guys sit around and they go, why? Well, there just aren't that many. There just aren't that many women in magic. Buddy, I got a spreadsheet of 200 working female magicians in the world right now.
They're there.
They're there. And there's going to be more of them if we create more of a possibility model. So this project was all, based in that frustration.
Okay. I've got my tickets. I got my hotel. Like, it's the first day.
Cool.
Walk me through the process. I love knowing what to expect.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really important. So this is a 3-day convention. It's really 2.5 days, but that Monday is allowing you to come in and settle into the hotel, and then things begin. So Mystify Magic Festival is March 10th through 12th. It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we start on Monday, and you can come in at any time on Monday, check into the hotel if you're staying with us at the Santa Fe station in Las Vegas. And it's a great hotel. Really happy about the venue. You can come on in and check into your room, and then registration opens at 3 p.m. as well. So you can come get your badge. You'll pick up your badge at registration desk. You'll take your little picture that'll go on your badge so that we have identification and security. And you can enjoy the Mystify Amusement Park, which is a sensory open experience that's designed by our creative director, Chloe Baldwin, and it takes you through a whole bunch of fun. It's kind of a Meow Wolf style exhibit that we're taking a little risk. We're going to see how it goes.
Meow Wolf?
Yeah, it's that kind of energy. Are you familiar with Meow Wolf?
Remember, toddler.
It's like it's like an adult amusement park without rides. It's kind of somewhere between an acid trip and like a playground kind of sensory experience.
I love it already.
You
said some of my favorite things in one sentence.
And then our dealers room will also be open. So you can go and see our dealers, which is a room full of vendors from all over the world. We have magic sellers and vendors from India, from Las Vegas local. We have Penguin Magic, one of the largest magic distributors in the world. We have Lupe Nielsen bringing a whole bunch of incredible built woodwork and vintage posters. And we also have the Mystify Mini Museum, which is a science fair like exhibit of a whole bunch of different exhibits and studies from all over the world as well. And that's curated by Abby Siegel over in Chicago. And she did a great job at pulling in some really interesting poster exhibits that'll be available all convention long. So that's Monday during the day. And then in the evening at 8:30 will be The Curtain Rises, our first show. And it's a big gala show down in our showroom. We have a 500-seat beautiful showroom that is like full tech, full lighting, and that will be where our main shows are. So that will be our Monday show. And that show is going to be filled with fun surprises and incredible acts. And Rachel Wax will be hosting that show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. She's great and funny.
Friend of the show, Rachel Wax.
Love her. And then you'll sleep, maybe, if that's something that you feel like doing. Not necessary. Yeah. And then on Tuesday, we begin our lectures and sessions. So this festival is a little different than others. Some magic festivals and conventions have one thing going on at a time. So everyone kind of goes to the same room and watches the presentation or the lecture, and then you go to a different one and do the repeat. Or some conventions have multiple rooms with the same lectures going on, so you kind of rotate in groups, but everyone sees the same stuff. For us, we're doing it differently because our demographic, the people that we're expecting to come to this, all have very different interests. We have brand new magicians, we have producers, we have directors, we have working professional magicians that have been there forever, we have assistants, we have magic vendors and people that crafters, we have a lot of like crafty crafters, people that sew and people that build. And so we wanted to give a lot of different types of experiences. So I'm just going to give you a visual aid because
that'd be amazing.
Being filmed. Our schedule looks like this, where people will get smaller versions of these and they'll be posted around. So it's color coded. So everything that's happening in the same color happens at the same time. Okay. So this all happens from 10 to 11. This all happens from 11:15 to 12:15, right? So you can look at the schedule and easily pick, okay, out of this pink block, this is the thing that interests me. I'm going to go to this. And then out of this yellow block, this is the thing that interests me. I'm going to go to this. And so you can choose what you want to see. Anything with a star on it is a show. Those are our main shows. So this is this is the full Monday, Tuesday. This is Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and then the rest of Wednesday. So as you can see, there's a ton to do. There's so much to do. And this is really designed so that you have a smaller group of people in each session. So they're more intimate. You get to ask questions. You get your voice to be heard. You get a smaller space where you can connect a little deeper than feeling like you're in a sea of people watching one person talk for an hour, you know? We also have like fishbowl conversations and different structured gatherings where people can meet in a different way more than just a basic lecture. And then there's also on Tuesday night, there's our close-up show. And our close-up show has a small amount of seating. And so it happens 4 times.
Okay.
So our close-up show will run at 5, 7, 9, and 11. And then also at 10 o'clock will be the Something Different Cabaret, which is kind of a, it's almost open mic style, like, come bring your crazy thing. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a little chaotic. We're going to have variety acts and magicians and people doing weird stuff. And it's hosted by Kiki Uchawi, Miss Uchawi, who's a drag queen magician out in Vegas.
Okay.
So it's going to be nuts. It's going to be like, that's our wild card show.
Yeah.
Now. And then all Wednesday, there's more lectures and sessions. And then Wednesday night has a closing gala show that's sponsored by the Academy of Magical Arts.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
that gala show, I'm going to put this here so I have it for later. That gala show, okay, that's fine. I can stay there. The closing night gala show, because it's sponsored by the Academy of Magical Arts, where if you've ever been to the Magic Castle, you know they're very strict dress code of black tie only. Our dress code for that evening will be black tie, formal, or pajamas. So if you want to show up in pajamas or a onesie or have a crazy PJ party, do it. Let's go. If you want to combine it and wear like a onesie with a tie, I support that too. So it's going to be silly, you know, and that's part of this energy is that a lot of magic conventions are really serious. Everybody's like posturing for each other. Everyone's trying to like network and connect and like one up each other. I'm like, maybe if we just all have some fun, then we're going to connect personally. And then maybe that can lead to more work because we actually like each other.
So was it pretty easy to book people that wanted to be in the convention?
Yeah, it was.
Or was it hard?
No, it wasn't hard at all.
Your eyes betray you.
No, it wasn't. I'm laughing because of how easy it was. That extends to getting this made, period. I was shocked at how, I mean, okay, it was a ton of work. It wasn't a lot of work. I've been working my butt off at least 30 hours a week for a year and a half on this.
Wow.
It has been nonstop, on top of touring, on top of everything else I've been doing. This is the hardest I've ever worked on any project. But it wasn't hard to get people to say, yes, I want to help. And that's been amazing. And it, you know, barring scheduling, I got a yes from almost everybody. And that's amazing too, because in a first year convention, you know, I'm not working on a ginormous budget. I'm piecing this together as much as I can. And everybody has been really, really generous with their time and energy, offering to help and pay for things and stipend here and there. And I want to do everything I can to support all of our entertainers and anyone that's working on this project. But in its first year, I can't do that by throwing money at everyone, you know? Mm-hmm. And everyone's been really, really grateful and understanding of that. So.
Is there anyone that you were actually very surprised that you were able to pull?
Juliana Chen. We got Juliana Chen. That was cool. And Diana Zimmerman also was a big name. I'm just been getting to know her more recently, and she's been extremely helpful and brilliant. But I wasn't expecting for her to offer to lecture. That was very cool. And Faye Presto as well was a huge name that we were able to swing from England, and she's really excited. I think there's a lot of women in this project who finally feel comfortable not being the token woman at a convention. There is no token woman. You know, there isn't. Yeah. It's like, oh, we're just hiring you because you're a woman. No, like literally the point is that we have as many women as possible. Yep. Like, I'm not hiring you because of your gender, I promise. I'm hiring you because you're good and different. No.
I saw on the website, it said cutting edge solutions for a convention that meets the evolving landscape of entertainment. What does that mean?
That means that we have a completely digital program. So along with having the pieces of paper that say what's happening, you can go, not yet, but you will be able to go onto our website, select any event, navigate the entire site to see where the event is, what the event description is, link to the person doing the event. So if Anastasia Sin is lecturing on her biohacking, you can go to her complete profile. You can immediately link to her website or her social media page, a specific link of how she wants to be contacted, and navigate the entire convention digitally through that site. This has never been done before in depth like this. It is like a theme park. Yeah, it's completely fully developed. And I've been working with Rebecca Spector to do that on a program called Notion. So we've created a Notion website for this convention, along with QR codes everywhere for a whole bunch of different stuff. We're going to have a ton of media, social media promotion, and drop boxes where you can put stuff and find pictures and tag people. It's created for now because it's created now. We don't have to reinvent or revamp anything because this is brand new in 2025. So the amount of technology that we have at our fingertips that we can immediately say, wouldn't this be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? And then we can just do it. And that's really cool. Trig, do you know Trig Watson at all? He's an incredible tech magician, and he's been really helpful on the back end of this too. He's great. He's been a very good friend for a very long time, and he's been great in the admin to make this happen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do I need to sign up for certain classes in advance, or just pick what I want on that day?
You can pick what you want at all times, with the only exception being the Tuesday evening shows. So we have sold out of spaces for guaranteed close-up show. So each close-up show can fit 50 people. Once we hit 200 tickets, we said no more guaranteed close-up show. So when you come to registration to pick up your badge, if you have a registration that includes a close-up show ticket, you get to pick your seating right there and say, cool, I want to come to the 7:00 show. And you will get a physical ticket, and your name will also be put on a list on our end, right? And then at that 7:00 close-up show, we will let everyone in with tickets first. And then if we have no shows or if we have extra seats, then whoever is standing in line waiting can come in and see. And then we also have the Something Different Cabaret happening that evening as well that can have unlimited people. So if there's going to be something to see on Tuesday, whether you want to see the close-up show, the cabaret, or both.
And is the close-up show going to be the same person, or is it going to be multiple people?
The close-up show is hosted by Jan Rose, my mom, from the Chicago Magic Lounge.
I hear she's amazing.
She is amazing. The incredible Jan Rose. She's so incredible that an adjective is actually her first name. And it's not mine. That's her intro. She wrote that. So it's hosted by the incredible Jan Rose, and it is featuring Paige Thompson, Alex Hilsey, Abby Siegel, and Faye Presto. So it is an incredible lineup of rock star. It's going to be so good. The lineup is so strong. And they're all so different too. And I'm really interested and excited to see how that works. And we've been working hard with our tech director to create a layout where everyone can really see well. It's raked. It's going to be a pretty strong rake. I hope it's going to be functional in that way. There's some things that we're learning. We're going to figure it out. And we're gonna definitely do a lot of learning day of and make sure that things are good. But I have enough people on the team to have a good amount of checks and balances for that. We're building a movement. We're building a relationship. We're building a space that people can trust and come back to and form a relationship with Mystify, the brand. This isn't about me. It's not about Leah. There's another post-it note. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the future and of diversity in variety arts in general, not just magic, even in a bigger sense. And having a safe space for non-men to go where they can go, hey, I can learn here, I can be different here, I can mess up here, I can ask questions here.
I've got 4 kids, 3 girls,
Nice.
and they're as they get older, I want them to do what they want. I want them to love who they want. So, and this is a huge part of that, having something that they can really be a part of. Is there anything that you think people really should know that are new to festivals?
Pack comfortable clothing. Bring cute stuff too, but bring stuff that you're going to be comfy in, because the days are long and you're going to get tired, and it's more important to be comfortable than it is to be impressive. You want to be comfortable. You're going to have a better time. Go into the convention with a lot of sleep. Try not to book something ridiculous right before and right after. And a convention come down is so real. I'm on one right now from Magi Fest. I was at Magi Fest last week, which was a great convention. I had so much fun. I barely slept. And I came home and I felt sleepy and depressed and sad and hungry and achy. And that is normal. And I'm going to let myself feel that way and get the sleep I need and drink a ton of water and know that that feeling is not permanent. And I'll be fine in 48 hours, right? So that's really important. Great. Cool. So we have some registrations left. It's selling very quickly. We also have what we're calling evening registration. So if you are a Las Vegas local, or you are near Las Vegas and you're interested in something like this, but you don't want to come to all of the days and the sessions, and you just want to catch the shows in the evening, you can buy evening registration, which is half price, and it allows you to come to our opening show, our evening cabaret, and our closing show. It's all of the shows are included in the evening registration. You can hang out at the bars with us, you can hang out in the convention center with us. Anytime after 6 p.m. you're down to hang. So that's open, and we got a ton of those left for whoever wants to show up. Yeah, that's going to be a fun little option for folks. The biggest thing that I keep coming to, the biggest thesis of this convention, is that opportunities come from people. Opportunities come from people. And you can be the best magician in the world, and if you don't know the right people, it's going to be hard for you to grow. And if you don't know the right people that can help you, or you don't know the right people that you can help, it's going to be hard for you to grow. So the whole point of this convention is to connect people with people in a space where we all feel comfortable to be ourselves.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. And if you do miss it, get on our email list so you won't miss it the next time we do it, which is probably 2027.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Leah Orleens. I love your content, and I just really appreciate you coming on and talking with us today to walk us through what it's like to go to a magic festival.
Absolutely. You can find us at mystifymagicfestival.com or on Instagram at Mystify Magic Festival. And if you want to see more about what I do, you can catch me at tinygirlbigshow.com or Tiny Girl Big Show on the Instagram.
It's really good.
It's good.
It's freaking hilarious.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.